So welcome everybody to our celebratory event celebrating Lagoa's 500th anniversary as a city, and especially recognizing our sister city compact and relationship with the town of Fairhaven. So before I start with the program, I just wanted to acknowledge a few individuals that are here in the room. So first, I would like to thank the Azorean Culture Society of Fall River for their phenomenal music, interlude music here today. Thank you. The folk group, yes, thank you. Next, I would like to thank Fairhaven TV for broadcasting this event and streaming for everybody that isn't here today, but will be able to watch on Channel 9. So thank you all so much for being here. Next is Beth David from Neighborhood News. Thank you for covering this event. Yes, thank you. Next is Portugal Marketplace for the amazing pottery that they have displayed for us at this event, so thank you to them. Next is the Lady of Angels President, John Barboza. Thank you for being here. Our phenomenal town administrator, Miss Angie, Ellison, Lopes. Our select board members, our wonderful chair, Stacia Powers. Our vice chair, Leon Corey. Mr. Keith Sylvia. Mr. Charlie Murphy. And Mr. Bob Espandola. And I know that Bob has an event sometime around 6:30, so if he has to skedaddle, that's totally okay. So just so that way everyone knows. Next, we have Representative Bill Strauss here. Thank you, Bill. And then finally, we have members of the Lagoa Friendship Pact Committee. So our vice chair, phenomenal vice chair, Maria Jose Cavallo. And again, our liaison rep, Charlie Murphy. Thank you for all your help with this event. Am I missing anyone in the room that needs to be recognized? Oh, and also our chair of the school committee, Pam Keechler. Thank you, Pam. All right, so seeing no one else. Next, we'll do the Pledge of Allegiance. So if everyone can look at the flag over here. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right. So next on the program, we have our town administrator, Miss Angie Lopes, Ellison, just to share a few remarks on this special occasion. Thank you.
Hello. Bom dia, eu sou Angelina Lopes Ellison. Eu posso falar português pouquinho, mas eu vou dizer tudo outro em inglês. Thank you. It's an honor for me to be here, particularly since I've been here. I've been actively involved and engaged with the Lagoa Friendship Society, and they've been doing a phenomenal job, not only bringing the culture and all of the relationship that we have with Lagoa to fruition, but also bringing me up to speed and understanding the wonderful relationship that we have with this incredible community. Stacia and I, Madam Chair of the Select Board, had met the mayor, and it had been an incredible, inspiring opportunity as well, but I am more grateful that you allowed me this opportunity to see what it's all about and be part of the culture and part of your experience, so thank you.
And speaking of which, I also want to recognize Mr. David Lorero, who helped assist bringing the mayor over here, as well as these phenomenal displays that are featured in our town hall. So David, my apologies for not representing you, but thank you so much.
And publisher of the Prasa magazine.
Oh, and publisher of the Prasa magazine as well, which you can receive throughout.
You can be well knowing after this.
That's right. That's it. Thank you, MJ. All right, so next we will have our Select Board Chair Powers to share a few words.
Thank you very much. Welcome everyone to Town Hall today. This is such a great event. Thank you so much to the Lagoa Committee. This has been a lot of months in the planning. When I remember, I was the representative on the committee back at the beginning, and when we first found out that we would get this, lots of hours went into planning it, and thank you so much for all the work you've done. This committee and this relationship with this community really helps to enrich our community, helps us to become, it helps our community to recognize its heritage, know where many of our community members come from, their relatives have immigrated from. And it is a beautiful community. That Lagoa is a beautiful community, and I'm so excited to learn more about its history. We are lucky to have such a relationship within our town, and I am so excited to see where it goes from here. So thank you everybody for the hard work, and thanks for coming to see the display.
Thank you, Chair Powers. Next, I would like to actually present Select Board Member Charlie Murphy, because he helped kind of lead this initiative from the beginning for this pact between the City of Lagoa and the Town of Fairhaven. So, Mr. Murphy, if you want to share some few words.
So back in 2017, the Select Board at the time, composed of Robert Espindola, Daniel Freitas, and myself, wrote up a Friendship Lagoa Pact. And in that pact, it was between the Municipality of Lagoa, Portugal, and the Town of Fairhaven. And I'm just going to read you towards the end what the Friendship Pact is all about. To maintain permanent ties between the governments of our localities by way of developing a twining agreement to foster dialogue, exchanges, and experiences, and to implement the best of our ability joint actions that mutually enrich the citizens of our localities, and also to encourage and support exchanges between our citizens in order to develop, through better mutual understanding and effective cooperation, a lasting friendship between people of all ages and interests in our regions. And Christina, the mayor of Lagoa, was able to come here in 2018 and tour our beautiful town hall and the community of Fairhaven. And she brought her daughter with her, and she also brought City Council member Albertina Oliveira. And they came for a Lagoa reunion with other communities and also to celebrate Fairhaven as their sister city community. Christina also came again on July 5th of this year to make sure that she celebrated the 500th anniversary of Lagoa. I'm very honored to be a part of that when Christina signed the agreement in Lagoa, Portugal, and I was very happy to read my speech in Portuguese, but I'll speak to everything in English today. But thank you all for coming and celebrating our sister city arrangement with Lagoa and also the 500th anniversary of Lagoa. Thank you.
Thank you, Select Board Member Mr. Murphy. Are there other Select Board members that would like to speak as well? Okay. So next, we will move to another special guest that we have, Representative Bill Strauss. And for those that don't know Bill, Bill has lived in Mattapoisett for over 40 years and serves in Massachusetts House of Representatives, representing the towns of Fairhaven, Mattapoisett, Marion, Rochester, and parts of New Bedford. He is the House Chair of the Transportation Committee. A graduate of Georgetown University Law School, he first worked as an assistant district attorney in Bristol County and later practiced law in New Bedford. As a part of our community, he coached Mariner Youth Soccer when his children were growing up and was a member of the Mattapoisett Conservation Commission before being elected as our representative. Bill also has a master's degree in public administration from the Harvard Kennedy School. So without further ado, our Representative Bill Strauss.
I ought to stop while I'm ahead. Look, it's a great honor to be included in tonight's program and to acknowledge the committee and our friends from Fall River area for being part of this, not just recognition of the pact, between Lagoa and Fairhaven, but the anniversary of the town itself. I always love the chance to participate in an event like this because no matter where you're from, when it gives everyone a chance to reflect on their own histories, whether you trace family back, in this case, to this village or anywhere else. And I think in my own family's history, and we all have these similar accounts of roughly in the 1890s when my grandparents came, we always used to ask, where exactly, what was the village? And some could say, some were not sure. So I'm frankly always a little jealous at an event like this because people here in town have that grounding, that they have a place they relate back to where their family came from to when they came to the United States. And so I'm a little jealous because I don't know a specific village that I would go to other than a general area on the map. So to be included in an event like this is really an opportunity and add my thoughts of the great work that the town officials are doing in maintaining the pact and the future activities to have those links continue. So I want to thank everyone, Kyle especially, working on it, Stacia for working on it, and well, Angie also new but hits the ground running. So everyone's been involved, and again, thank you. It's just a pleasure to be part of this tonight.
Thank you, Representative Strauss. Next, we will have our Lady of Angels President, John Barboza, who has a very special connection to this event. So, Mr. Barboza?
Yeah. Well, I guess the only special connection I have is that I was actually born in Portugal, in Santa Cruz de Lagoa. Our Lady of Angels, it's an honor to represent. I've been president there for 18 years. As the only Portuguese event that's held in Fairhaven, it is a special honor for me to be here tonight. I want to thank the Lagoa Committee for the invitation, and if anybody has any questions, I'll be happy to take some. Other than that, good night.
Thank you, Mr. Barboza. Next, I would like to ask our Vice Chair, MJ Cavallo, to share some few remarks.
Most of you are familiar with the very elaborate nativity scenes sets, the great big ones that includes the band and everything else. Well, I'm going to tell you where that derives from. These pottery companies like this one, Ceramica Vieira, was founded in 1862. The workers would bring little pieces of clay that they was like little discarded home, and they would work the clay in order to make pieces for the nativity set. That's where the very elaborate nativity sets came from, the workers that worked the clay. And I also have a pleasure to tell you that the members of the group from the Cultural Society of the Azorean Cultural Society, they are from Lagoa themselves. We have another native from Lagoa back there, Philomena Tripp. She was born in Lagoa. We also have David Lorero, who was part of Lagoa, of course, Água de Pau, which belongs to Lagoa. And let me tell you, my best friend is from Água de Pau, Lagoa, and it seems like the people from there, somehow they are born with a big heart. So let's give a great round of applause of all the natives of Lagoa. I am not from there, but I've had the pleasure to travel to the Azores, and I have been in 4 islands. And let me tell you, they're all different. They're all a paradise. And if you have the chance to go, don't miss it. You will be sorry. It's been described as Hawaii in a very picturesque way. So this is what I have to tell you today, and thank you so much for coming. You warm my heart.
Thank you, Vice Chair Cavallo. So I know it's obviously pretty warm in here. So my closing remarks will be short, and speaking for the other participants that spoke, again, thank you all for coming and being a part of this event. Again, thank you all for taking the time of your day to be here. So I guess I'll start saying the only Portuguese words that I know is malasadas, pops, pastéis de nata. No, I'm just teasing. I love food. But I will say I have a much deeper connection. So my mom, while she's not from Lagoa, she's actually from Finasha, which if you all don't know, it's Ribeirão in St. Michael, and that's the tip of the Azores. And I've been there for a few times, and my mom was a part of a family of 9 potato farmers, and I've seen the farm for myself. I have cousins that live there, and it's a deep connection to me as seeing the hard work and the kindness that is within that village. And my mom and the family, they came here, just like everyone that's Portuguese, they came here for opportunity, they came here for freedom, they came here just to live a better life. And what they brought from there are values of hard work, compassion, faith, pride, inclusion for all to know and embrace the Portuguese culture. And you know, I'm sure my mom, she's obviously working, but my mom, I'm sure she's very proud to know that she could never imagine one of her sons being the first in the family to get a master's degree, being the first in the family to serve as an elected official on the school committee. And I think that's what a lot of Portuguese people that emigrate from these countries and these islands, they come to the United States for better opportunities and to bring that culture and to start new and to embrace what's best about the Portuguese culture. So again, I just want to thank all of you for coming here. It really means a lot for the Lagoa Friendship Pact Committee and just everybody that's here to celebrate the goodness of being Portuguese. And even if you're not Portuguese, having friends that are Portuguese and also celebrating the culture. So I hope you all find some time to enjoy these amazing displays and listen to some amazing, incredible music and just celebrate for Lagoa's 500th anniversary as a city. So thank you all so much for being here. I also forgot to mention MJ has a surprise for all of you that she wants to share. So MJ?
I thought that this should be the exhibit for the census. So our ears are going to be delighted a little bit longer. Our sights, the pictures, the costumes, then the touch. You will have the touch and the taste very soon because I brought homemade cookies for everybody.